Nearing this little creek because I wanted to talk about one of these big issues that we're dealing with today, and it's water pollution. Now, you can see here that it's just a little stream. Like, I don't know, it doesn't look too bad, but as some of you may know, Brockton's not exactly the cleanest town ever. So, people just like carelessly toss out trash wherever they go, even just walking down the street, or even some people at school, like after going to McDonald's, they bring their meal back to school, and when they're done, they just leave it on the ground. And, with water, water can really be affected with all this trash that we're carelessly throwing around, and it could really be like polluted and just really dirty, and that can really have a huge effect on our lives because water is so important to life. It is life, and it what it's what makes us live, what makes everything live. Plants, it's what we drink, it's half of what we breathe, and water is just so essential to life, you guys. So we really need to be taking care of the planet that we live in and making sure that, we clean up after ourselves, we pick up our trash, and not just, just carelessly throwing away anything over here or over there, you know what I mean? And, trash is not the only thing that causes water to be polluted. It's also like many gases and chemicals, even like things like oil spills. I know a couple years back there was this huge oil spill down in the Gulf, Mexico, and that really caused a whole lot of destruction down in the like ecosystem over there, and even the people, excuse me, people living nearby there, like, I don't know, down south, Louisiana, Mississippi, and like it was just so heartbreaking to me because all these sea creatures, like all these precious dolphins, how all everyone loves dolphins, and they were just stranded there, just dead bodies of them right on the beach. And that huge oil breach down from British Petroleum's what it was, yeah, that caused so many problems, and people even thought that like the world was gonna end right there. um what else? There's also even when it rains, in really high populated cities, um like New York, or even like really highly populated countries like China, like, oh, it's really bad over there. I know that when it rains, like, as the water falls down from the sky, it collects all these chemicals and gases and emissions, and it just carries out into the streams and rivers and lakes. And I don't know if you guys do this, but like, it's like tasting a snowflake, or like if you taste the rain, that's probably not a good idea because you don't know what's being carried by those raindrops. And yeah, and water can get really murky so easily. And um I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite foods is seafood. And I love fish, I love crab, shrimp and stuff. So those populations of creatures can really be affected as well. um and yeah, basically it even affects our food supply. um like I said again, we use water to obviously water plants, and I definitely don't think it's a good idea to be watering our crops with harmful chemicals in the water, and it's just not safe, you know. I mean, we already use enough chemicals in the plants, like all these pesticides, and you know how organic food is so expensive. You know, it's crazy because the more natural food is, um, the more expensive it is, which doesn't make sense to me because I feel like the less work you do with a plant, the cheaper it should be, you know what I mean? Instead of like adding extra this and extra that, all these fertilizers and stuff. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I just thought this was a really good location to film in. It's just showing one of the streams in Brockton, and I remember it was actually a lot dirtier than this. So I don't know, there used to be like a shopping cart in the middle of the stream. So yeah, that's all I have for today, you guys. You know, it's nearing sundown, like sunset's almost here. So thanks guys for watching my video. There's a couple links for you guys in the description box, and please subscribe to my channel so watch more footage of me just vlogging around in Brockton or maybe even other places. Thank you so much. Bye bye. What you know about water pollution and what you've experienced with it.
In the Philippines,
Sure, anywhere.
well, water pollution is really bad in the Philippines since they don't have a good drainage system, and it's like trash everywhere, and usually the trash usually end up going in the water, which makes it so polluted. And but the people is still so desperate because they still use it because it's the weather is too hot, and they just still go swimming in the water and do anything in there.
Now, what color is the water over there?
What color?
Yeah. Since it's
Muddy?
so dirt. Oh, muddy, really? Now, tell us about the Pasig River.
Pasig River?
Yeah.
Ew, that's black. That's color black. That's the worst.
Really?
It's tons of garbage thrown in that river,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like becoming stagnant. It's not flowing as it should be because of the garbage in it.
Now, how do you feel that affects the people around it and the city?
Really bad, because it's like a turn off even to people visiting, like tourist people going in there. It's like they see the Pasig River and they see how bad it is, the water pollution is in the Philippines, and it's in the city, so it really affects a big time.
Mhm. Now, about how many people live in the capital city of Manila?
It's millions. uh, it's overpopulated. I don't know how many millions now, but it's been, when I used to live there 20 years ago, I know it's in millions. I don't know how many millions.
Yeah, and it's also known to be the most densely populated city in the world.
Oh yeah, I know.
Mhm.
So
Now, tell us about how they fish. How do they get the fish in the river or anywhere?
anywhere,
In Manila, what do they do?
I don't think they get fish in that river because it's so dirty. It's not even fish can live there.
Well,
But
how about everywhere else?
so the fish will usually come from the ocean, and it gets expensive because it came farther from the city.
Now, what do they do to the water so that they can get the fish?
Oh, that's really because where I used to live in the village, they how they catch the fish. They use nets, and sometimes they poison the river. to, to get the fish goes near the banks of the river so they can just pick them up and do nothing.
Wow. Now, doesn't that also have a bad effect on the water?
Of course, the water makes it poisonous, and it's killing all living in the water, and so they're like they're the fish is not they're not populating more, but they're killing them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Alright.
they're getting less and less.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you for your time. Say bye.
Bye. I hope I answered your questions.
Nope, you did. Thank you.